I have some really awesome pin mail from around the world to share, and it's all for my Zootopia collection. Zootopia is my primary movie pin collection. I also think it was one of the earliest pin collection videos I made, I think back in April, before I even had any type of editing software or knew how to edit a video. So the quality of that one is not the greatest, and I also definitely have quite a few more Zootopia pins than when I filmed that. But Zootopia is definitely my main jam, and I have some pins here that I'd been really hoping to get, and I'm so excited to be able to add them to my collection. I started really collecting Zootopia probably of December of last year, and since then I've just seen the price and popularity of Zootopia pins rise. So I know I already have some pins in my collection that at their current prices I'd never be able to afford. So I'm really happy that with some trades and purchases I was able to get these pins. And so I have pins to share from Hong Kong, Tokyo, and Hollywood. I wanted to start off with the pins that I got from Hong Kong, since you know I love my Hong Kong Disneyland pins. These pins I purchased from Pins and Ears on Instagram. She was super awesome in helping me get the Nick and Judy from the emoji set there and the teacup set. I did an opening video of the Hong Kong Disneyland emoji mystery tin on my channel probably now a few months back, and I was really hoping to get Nick and Judy, but I did not have any luck. And I also didn't really have any luck in trading for them, so I'm really happy that I was able to purchase these guys at a good price. I absolutely love this Judy pin since she has such a sparkly glittery hat, and it looks like in the center badge there it's kind of like a city skyline of Zootopia, so she's really cute. And then this is the matching Nick emoji pin. He doesn't have any type of glitter accents on him, and I don't like his facial expression as much. Some of the emoji pins from that mystery set have these kind of like perplexed or scared looking faces, but him and Judy are still a pretty cute pair. I also did want to note that on these guys, they do have a very tiny little subtle border at the edge. I think with the other emoji pins I had from the set, I didn't really notice borders, and these ones are really subtle, but that's just so you know that if you do get these pins, you may see a little tiny border on the back. And then the other Hong Kong Nick and Judy pins I got were from the newly released Teacup Mystery Set. This mystery set was a Magical Access exclusive, which I believe is their equivalent to an annual pass holder. And it wasn't something that you could directly purchase. It seemed like you had to redeem stamps for them, which you would get by purchasing other merchandise. So these are really awesome exclusives. And these are just kind of like the epitome of how amazing the Hong Kong pins are, because you can see they are so sparkly and glittery, and they're also so shiny and smooth. Like, this is a really nice collection. So you've got Mr. Sly Guy here sitting in a kind of greenish bluish teacup. I mean, I guess you'd probably call that teal. And then Judy is in a pretty pink teacup with some purple accents. And these pins, they do have very distinct borders on them. They're still also pretty small, but you can definitely make them out here. So you know, if you're new to pin trading and get a little freaked out by borders, know that borders are perfectly normal for these pins. And also on the back of these, you can see they have the little Magical Access exclusive stamp. Okay, so now we're going to leave Hong Kong and move over to Japan. So I had a new pin picked up for me from the Japan Disney store by Sarah on Facebook, so thank you so much for that. It was also so awesome that she included this cute little Tokyo Disney Resort bag. You can see this side is all Halloween-y with Minnie and Mickey doll decked out. And then the other side shows Nemo and Friends Sea Rider ride at Tokyo Disney Sea. It's got a cute little otter sticking out, but I always truly appreciate when any international sellers or traders will include a little memento like this from their home park. So this is the pin that was picked up, and this one features the Zootopia Police Crest badge. You can see the backer card here is also styled to look like Judy's uniform. You can see that this comes from Disney Store Japan, and this cost 600 yen. I'll see if I can find the US dollar equivalent of that. But so this pin is just really cute. It's a little bit smaller than I was expecting. It's still super cute. You can see here it reads Officer, Trust, Integrity, Bravery, Police. The only thing is I wish that the Zootopia badge design actually said Zootopia on it, since you may not know specifically what it's from unless you're a big Zootopia fan. And Japan and Tokyo Disney Resort stopped official pin trading quite a few years ago now, so the pins from there just come with the butterfly backs and it just has the copyright Disney on the back. And then finally, we're going to move over to Hollywood. These are pins from the Disney Studio Store Hollywood, and frankly, they are pins that I never thought I would be able to own. I have the Zootopia postcard from the postcard release, and then a Zootopia sign from when they had the sign releases. These were all released in the last few months. I remember seeing them on the flyers and thinking that, oh, they are so amazing, that I just love the designs of these. That even though, you know, Judy's in a pretty similar pose, all the other elements and artwork on it is so different from the other pins, and they are just so cool. And so the reason why I actually have these pins is thanks to the pins that I got from the Disney Studio Store Hollywood Surprise online pin release. I had said at the end of the video that I was kind of debating on whether I should keep those pins or trade them or sell them. And for 2 of them, I decided to trade/sell to be able to get these Zootopia pins that I've been wanting for so long. So I traded with Larissa on Facebook for this pin, and I traded my Russell and Doug Walk in the Park. I had absolutely no idea how big this pin was going to be. Normally the Studio Store backer card's about this size, so I thought I was going to get a pin that was maybe like yay big, but this is the biggest DSSH backer card I've ever seen, and this pin is huge. So even though I really loved that Russell and Doug Walk in the Park pin, it was so awesome, I love this Judy pin just a little bit more, and I'm so happy to have it. So at that release, this pin initially retailed for $18.95. Its resale value is definitely a lot higher than that now. Judy herself is a pin-on-pin element here, and you can see you have the Zootopia cityscape in the background. But just look how big this pin is. It's huge. You can compare it with the size of how cute and little the Zootopia badge is. I'm just so happy I finally get to own this. And like many of the Studio Store pins, this one is a limited edition of only 300. And so I got this other Zootopia Studio Store pins kind of by a sale trade, I'll say. So I sold the Belle bookmark pin that I got on eBay, and I bought this pin on Facebook from Jennifer for the exact amount that I sold my Belle for. So it's kind of like a 3-way trade in a sense. My money is totally neutral, so it's like I sent the Belle pin to another person and then I got this pin in exchange. So this pin had a slightly lower retail than the Judy postcard pin. This one was $16.95, but that doesn't make a whole lot of difference with its actual current value. This one doesn't have any type of pin-on-pin elements. It's all just one level, but this is such a cute design. I really love how you have a full body Judy on this, and her body pose is different than what is in some of the other Zootopia pins. You have more of the cityscape in the background here, and what is super cute is on the walk sign, it looks to be an outline of our little fox, Nick Wilde. This one is also a really awesome, nice size. We'll size compare once again to our little Japan pin. And then like the postcard, this one is a limited edition of 300. I am just so excited to add these pins to my Zootopia collection, because really, especially with these Studio Store pins, I never thought I'd actually be able to own them. And honestly, I do think that they are some of the coolest Zootopia pins out there. The only problem is I have my Zootopia pins in a shadow box that I kind of restored from when I got at Goodwill, and it's already about at max capacity. So I'm going to see if there's any way to expand it, or maybe I'll have to see if Goodwill has some slightly larger shadow boxes, because we need some more room for these guys. Also, let me know if you'd like me to do an updated Zootopia collection, maybe once I kind of put the new shadow box together, because like I said, it's been quite a while since I filmed my original collection, and there's definitely some more awesome pins I have there. Thanks for watching! I hope you enjoyed this video, and please do consider subscribing if you'd like to see more Disney and pin related content. And I hope you have a zippity-doo Disney day!